Sorry, I am a tad late today. I went to pick up my Target order and it proceeded to make me lacked. It proceeded to make me lacked. It proceeded to make me late because I quickly put all my stuff away. Not to mention, I was trying to carry everything at once. And hi, Lori. Hi, Wendy. I went to Target to pick up my little grocery order. It's been kind of rough. I'm always sentimental and it really drives me crazy. And my contacts drive me crazy because this one contact has a tiny little rip in it, but I'm supposed to be getting contacts in the mail tomorrow. I'm going through 1-800 contacts, so let's hope that I get them. It says they're supposed to come tomorrow. So these contacts have been having to stretch. Lori says, it's okay, Yvonne. It's okay to let the tears flow. I just don't like the fact that I'm so sentimental and always have been. I have, I remember, just to share with you, of course, this is my time that I share with you, right? So I had a job at a nursing home. Well, not this job, but years ago when I worked at another nursing home. And I was having a tough time. And my manager brought me into the office and she was like miffed at me for something. Anyway, I have no way to control the tears. They just automatically come. And she pretty much told me to suck it up, Buttercup, and knock it off. Yeah, she pretty much told me that. So, anyway, when I'm happy, I cry. When I'm sad, I cry. When I'm mad, I cry. So it really irritates me. Like, I wish I had a switch and I could just turn it off. And that way, you know, it wouldn't happen. Yes. Elevator has guide rail. Yes, Jesus Christ was born and raised. Yes, he was. Wendy says, oh, wow. Mike, Adventure Sparks, hello. Yeah, so that was rough enough, right? So, yeah, so I really get irritated that I, like, can't have a filter, like I can't have a switch where, no, you're not going to cry. And yes, it's okay to cry. It really ticks me off. Mike says, can't stay long, gotta go to the laundromat. My dryer was out. Gotta go dry clothes for tomorrow. Oh, I understand, Mike. And I hope you got my number. So that together, if one of us can't reach Sally, that together we can. Because I know that I tried to reach you through email before. Oh, good. And you said you didn't check emails much. So just to make sure. Hi, Dana. Welcome, welcome. Dana says, wearing your heart on your sleeve is not a fault. It shows you humanity. Thank you, Dana. Hi, Sunny. How are you, sweetheart? I know you have a bad headache. Hi, Yvonne saying hi. Headache's bad. Oh, I'm so sorry your headache is bad. And I know you don't like taking any medicine for it. So that, I understand, but it's hard. Making my rounds with everyone saying hi. Well, I appreciate it, Sunny. And now you can go rest. Because you're taking care of your head is more important. Allie says, hi, Nana. Mike says, Mrs. Womble, hello. Sunny says, thanks, Yvonne. I'm just relaxing. Oh, good. Okay, so I went to the store. Real quick, Target is like within 10 minutes from my house. I don't know about you, Sunny, but I do not like shopping for myself because since I do it so much for other people, I don't like doing it for myself. So I have them do it and then I can go pick it up. That way I don't have to pay any fees. You know, delivery charge. So I'm trying to gather all my bags out of the car. And I only had a 24 pack of water, which I need to go get some water. Hold on, real tight. So I'm trying to get all my bags and and I thought, you know, I could just hold the water, you know. I thought I could hold the water with one hand, but no, the container, the plastic wrap, it ripped, it went boom. So then I'm trying to, you know, put waters in all the bags so I can still try to do this all in one time because I don't want to make multiple trips. So I'm having a hard time getting into the building. I make it into the building. I had a bag that had eggs in it. Of course, you know what happened. Well, luckily, I only dropped 3 eggs. Only 3 eggs cracked. And they were all contained in the bag, so thank goodness for that. But this sweet lady that lives here, well, to me, she's a girl, young girl. I felt so helpless because she's like, oh, let me help you. And I was like, no, I got it. You know, I'm trying to, you know, don't ever ask for help. And, you know, I'm just in this mentality after I do a devotion that we need to not do that, right? So she says, no, leave that right there. And here, let me take a couple bags from you. And I'm like, no. And she says, no, let me. And I'm like, okay, I'll let you. And then, so she helps me bring them to the apartment. Now I live on the first floor, so it's I don't have to climb stairs up or anything. And she's sweetest girl. So that was really nice that she helped me because, you know, doggone it, I don't like asking for help, even though I just did a devotion that, you know, sometimes we have to go through the right channels. And if somebody's asking me, you know, if they can help me, then yes, please. Yes, please do. But anyway, I had to hurry up and put all those groceries away before I started my live, is what I was trying to say. Sunny says, sorry you had all the trouble. Glad your neighbor helped. Yeah, I know, right? You know, I am not like, I have learned from living in Minneapolis not to be friendly with everybody because there are a lot of people out there that can harm you. And so it's not that I don't want the help, it's just that I have grown accustomed to the fact that it's hard to trust people. Basically is what it is. It's just hard to trust people. Elevator says Jesus rose up from the dead. Yes, he did. And we are going to be celebrating that soon with Easter coming, which is amazing. Awesome. Wendy says that's everywhere. Yeah. Minneapolis is bad. I don't know if you've been in Minneapolis, but it's bad. Are you a Christian? Yes, I am. And if you were to look at my videos that I do every single morning, you would know that, Elevator. Right, everybody? And much love. We going win this year. What? Much of. Okay. Allie says he's alive and sitting at the right hand of God. That is right, Allie. Yes. Sunny says, I agree, Wendy. I can imagine it might be worse in bigger cities like you guys are. Allie says, amen. Yes, he is. He is indeed. Couldn't get through life without him, honestly. I was thinking about that too, Lori. I was thinking about what you said. You know, that everything that, you know, how do I say this? Everything that you've been through, you know that God's there, right? And you know that he can lift you up out of a situation and plant you onto higher ground. And that is totally the truth. Crafts with Gabriella. Hi. Amen. And I have been through so much in my life that if there wasn't a God, I wouldn't have made it. So I already know there's a God. Jesus rose up from the dead. Yes, he did, Elevator. And that is wonderful. But you already said it once, so we understand. And everybody that knows me, or if you want to get to know me, you can look at my daily devotions. Yes, I do daily devotions. So that means every single morning I say a devotion, I quote scripture, and I say a prayer. Crush Rowers, Jesus help us. Lori says, same Yvonne, that's why I can profess with such vigor that we can rise above any obstacle. I am proof. Yes, we are proof. That's right, we are proof because, yeah. You know, when I think about that, I am going to be 58 this week. And, you know, I've had a couple people at work say, how old are you going to be? And I'll tell you, I'm going to be 58. And they look at me and like, no way. And I'm like, yeah. Do I look like it? No. And it's like, oh, well, thank you so much, you know. You did something right, they'll say. And I'm like, well, I don't know what I did, but I've lived life and I feel like I should look a lot older. Honestly. Yeah, that's true, Allie. Maybe it's a question he's asking. Or Elevator's asking. I don't know if Elevator is a male or a female. That is a good comment. CL says, I wanted to stop by and leave a like. I'm cleaning up to be ready for work tomorrow. Well, thank you for stopping by, CL. I always appreciate your comments on my videos. I want you to know that. I truly appreciate it. Lori says, when's your birthday? It's Thursday. Sunny says, happy early birthday, Yvonne. Thank you, Sunny. Yep, it's Thursday. The kids haven't said anything about my birthday yet, but they never forget it, so I'm not worried about it. They'll just say something at the last minute, and then I'll say, I'm sorry, I'm busy. No, I'm not busy. I'm never too busy. Although, you know, it was really nice today because my grandson, you know, last week I told you that he made me scrambled eggs. Well, today he was asking about me because since I am constantly busy trying to earn money, because I had I took money out from my next check in case I needed it to pay something. Because I had a couple bills. And actually it was my car tabs, which I still haven't put on the car, but the month isn't over yet, and at least I have them in the glove compartment. But it was like it was a little over $80 I had to pay in full. And I wasn't sure I was going to be able to have that money. So that's why I took that money out. But then I've been hustling. You know, my hustle is doing shopping for Walmart and shopping for Target. And a lot this past week has been shopping for Uber Eats. And yeah, I made more this past week on Uber Eats than I made in a while. And it's mostly because they pay pretty good on shopping orders. They tip pretty good, like you wouldn't think so. But yeah, their tips are pretty decent on Uber Eats. So it's like they really appreciate you going out there and working, you know, and taking care of their orders. So needless to say, I was able to earn enough money to buy my groceries, so I didn't have to use that money that I had pulled out. So I see it in my account, but I'm doing my very best not to touch it because I'm going to need it for the bills coming up, you know, the next rent, my car payment, you know, and on and on and on. So I'm just really busy constantly working. So unfortunately, those weeks where I don't, every other week I have one of my younger grandkids, but then I'm not able to see my bonus grandkids because they come over every other week and I'm always busy. Lori says, that's awesome. Santiago, happy birthday. Well, thank you, Santiago. And Omeraz's. Mine is 1 month and a half. Just curious about your streak. What streak is that? Oh, you guys, I have to show you. I finished my stickers. I hope Sally's okay and Daryl's okay. They're usually always on here. And she asked me if I was gonna go on, and now I'm concerned. So I hope she's okay. So there's this one. And then there's this one. So that was fun to do. And I am starting a new craft. Well, I had showed it to you last week, but I don't think you really seen it. So you might be able to see this picture better. Hopefully you can see it. That is what I am starting to work on now. So I am really happy about it. When you do diamond dot art, and Sunny may know this, I don't know if you've only done circles, rounds, or if you've done square, but I'm doing my first square. And I just, oh, I wanted to show you. This was crazy. So I had to buy glue. Because I'm dropping everything today. This other glue that came with my, these things that I bought. I should try to get a refund because it came empty. It came empty. No glue in it. And the reason why I know there's no glue in it is because I can see there's glue in here. Because I bought this one at Target. Oh, Daryl. Hi, sister. Hi. Hi, brother. I was starting to get worried about you. Sally's on her way. Okay. I didn't know if I should start getting worried or what. So, there's these cute little pieces. This is called cover minders. Now I just got close. Cover minders. And so what you do is, oh, they're really cute. Okay. All right. Allie says, Big D, tell her to hurry. Yes. Wendy says, hi, Big D. Daryl says, hi, Wendy. Allie says she just pulled a Daniel. She just pulled a Daniel. Hey, Lala. Welcome to the stream. So these cover minders, you're supposed to put if I can open it is the question. Okay. Oh, great. It is glue and there's, ouch. Not trying to glue myself. There's these magnets. See, magnets. And you stick it on here. See? Gotta let it dry for a minute. Maybe. Then I'm gonna pull you closer so you can see what you do with it. so cute. First, I want to make sure. I feel so discombobulated. Okay, so I gotta pull up this so I know what I'm doing. All right. So. Anybody ever look at yourself and say, oh my gosh, what in the world? Like,
it is Sunday night.
Oh my gosh.
It is 6:45.
That's when I was doing a live from the car. Uh,
It is Sunday night.
I'm gotta have that on silent. Okay, then what I am trying to do is boom. There I am. Okay. Now, just don't want to miss anything. So what you do is I can lift up this piece right here, and then I can put the duckies on it, right? Well, you have to put a few. Just for example, I can put this one on there. And this one on there. You know, it's to keep them so that the paper doesn't move. So that I can do my, my art. Anyway, there is this cute little pig. It's so cute. Oh, hi Daniel. I subscribe to you. I'm always, I thought I had subscribed to you and then I realized that I hadn't. I'm never getting Allie's or your notifications when you guys go on live. So I wish people would say, hey Nana, do you know that they're on? That would be helpful. Oh no, Sally's having all kinds of trouble with her phone. Daniel says, yes, y'all talking about me. Oh, look there. Yeah, because you pulled a Daniel. Yes. Ellie says, Yvonne, that means you left the screen to go get something. We always call that pulling a Daniel. Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know. Big D said, hi, Lala. Okay. Maybe I'm caught up now. Wendy says, uh-oh. Wendy says, thumbs up, everyone. Dana says, oh no, poor Sally. Daryl says, I see you got 10 more subscribers. What? I did? Daniel says, I'm exhausted. Why are you exhausted? Allie says, yes, Daniel. She walked away to get something and I said she pulled a Daniel. Allie says, I have never gone live. You should, Allie. Oh, you're here finally, Sally. Dana says, me too, Dan. I baked 10 batches of cookies today, recorded 2 videos, made dinner, cleaned my house, and hung out with my son. Woo, you're busy. Wendy says, hi, Sally. Daniel says, it's okay. Everyone pulls a Daniel every once in a while. Allie says, Sally, that girl. So, first I gotta show you, Sally, since you're coming in late. I just don't know what to do about you. My sister. Okay. So I think I showed you this one. But then, did I show you this one? And I am working on, you didn't see it clear enough last time. So this right here, that is what I'm working on right now. I have just begun. Now, the next thing I was showing was that I have cover minders. And it's like a mystery. I don't know why I did that. But anyway. So there's this little piggy. Ain't that cute? And then there's a swan. And then a cute little kitty. And I don't like kitties. Well, I've been allergic to them my whole life, so there's that. And then there's this cute little flower. And then hearts. Can you see that? Oh, Allie, I can't either. Sally says, that looks like my big giant Bible. Oh. Daniel says, you're Yvonne. Now I know the name with the face. Yes, I'm Yvonne. Allie says, I love our core crew. Yes, and we all love you. And then there's that. Did I show you the avocado? I'm one of those weird people and don't like avocados, but this is cute. And then there's a little record player, I think. And then there. And this is my favorite. No, I got this all lopsided. And you can't see me either. Sorry. This little puppy. Isn't he the cutest little puppy? And there's a raccoon. Look at that raccoon. That's why I can always raccoon. And then so cute. Oh, so what are these little toys for? So they're called cover minders. And what they do is, if I'm working on a piece of my art and I need to, you know, lift it up so that I can just see what I'm working on, then I can just, magnets go on these, which I showed. What did I do with my magnets? Lord have mercy. Oh, here's all my magnets. And you super glue each magnet to one of these cute little things. And then I guess the magnet helps it stay down. like that. So you can just see what you're working on and the paper's out of the way. But if you want to see, this is the tape that I put down below, which I really like. Can you see it? I really like that. I put it on the top and the bottom. You know, I have a busy life and I'm working all the time, but girl gotta have a little fun in life, right? Oh, Sally, Mike told me that he had to go dry his clothes at the laundromat. I think his dryer is down. Oh, and Sally, I went to go get my Target order, and you missed what I told everybody, that I was trying to carry all the things in at once. I went to grab the water with my one hand, and then it ripped and all my water started rolling down the, well, thankfully it didn't roll under the car. Otherwise you would have seen Nana go under the car because I didn't want to leave anything under my car. But they didn't. So I had some eggs, and when I came in the door, I dropped the eggs. And I was lucky, only 3 of the eggs broke. But I still have 9 more eggs than I had before. So, because I was completely out of eggs. I was completely out of I was out of a lot of stuff. But, you know, I like to take care of myself for the week for lunch. So, and I was out of ketchup and ranch. I go through a lot of ketchup, I guess. I'm like, how do I go through all this ketchup? I live alone, by myself. I guess I use a lot. Oh, and, you know, when you start a diamond art project, I found that many people do it differently. Like, some people just use the strips of tape inside their art piece and not around it, and then they don't use this paper. But I like the paper, and then I take the plastic off. And then I take this and I did all this, which is a lot of work. I don't know if you've done that yet, Sally. Have you done that yet, Sally? Sally, I didn't pay a lot for my eggs. It's just, and I really don't like going to Aldi. Not the Aldis here. Maybe the Aldis where y'all live are good, but I really don't like our Aldis. So yeah, separating all of the diamond dots is so much easier, and getting this all, it takes a little time to get it all together, but once I have that together, then it's so much easier for me to do. Oh, and Sally, my grandson asked about me, and my daughter said that he asked about me. So I told him, or I told her to tell him that I love both of the grandkids that I wasn't able to see. They're the two older ones, my bonus kids. And I told her to tell my grandson that I love his scrambled eggs and they're my favorite eggs because he makes them for Nana. Oh, Wayne, when did you come on? Oh, I've been missing some. Talking too much. Okay. Oh, Allie says, you are so creative, Yvonne. Yeah, and I really never thought I had a creative bone in my body, so I guess I do. Sally says, me too. Oh, and I told you what the toys are for. Wendy says, aw. Daryl says, hi, Lori. Sally says, Wendy. Sally says, Yvonne, where is your neighbor Mike? I already answered that one. And Sally says, I apologize for being late, Yvonne. I really did fall asleep. Well, you hardly ever sleep, so it's perfectly okay. Sally and whoever in the chat, we need to pray for Sunny. She has a really bad headache that's not going away. And so if we can all pray for her and want that. It's a tension headache, I believe. Wayne says, I go through a lot of cranberry juice. And nice to see you, Wayne. Sally says, well, you're allowed to get 4 dozen eggs. There's so many recipes you can make with eggs. Go get some eggs, lady. Sally says, whoa, you have 10 people in there. Did you see you got 10 additional subscribers? No, I did not. And, you know, I'm not even going to think twice about it because what usually happens is I'll have a bunch of people that, you know, will hit that subscribe button and then all of a sudden they're all gone the next day or the same day. So I don't get my hopes up. But whoever wants to listen can, and whoever doesn't, I'm going to be good with that because, you know, I had a hard time trying to figure out, and I told Sally this, and then she told Brother Daryl. I was thinking about maybe I should stop doing my devotions every morning because I don't get much feedback and I don't know if they're actually helping people, touching people. I mean, a couple people I know do, but, you know, I just didn't know if maybe it's something that I should just hang it up, or if I should just keep going. I don't get a lot of views, but then I realized, you know, back when I started doing my daily devotions, back in October when I started reading, or when I bought the book, and I say, here, I bought this book, I did it for those that needed another ear or needed, you know, another touch from God in their days. So it's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's about God. And God is the one that nudged me and told me that I should do it. So therefore, they will continue. I hope you've been enjoying them, those that are able to listen and who choose to listen, and then who don't, it wasn't meant for them. So Wayne says, when I make scrambled eggs, I add in Hormel bacon bits so I get my bacon and egg. Oh, that sounds good. Sally says, Sunny, my girl. Allie says, if I could subscribe twice, I would, Miss Yvonne. Thank you, Allie. I appreciate that. Sally says, please hit the subscribe button. I'm tired of hearing her whine. You're such a sister. Sally says, wine. Yes, I want some crackers with that wine too, okay? It's my birthday. It's my birthday month. This lady at work, she's like, I can do what I want. It's my birthday month. And it's my birthday week. It's a new day. First day of the week. So it's my birthday week, and that's it. Wayne says, I listen and like almost every day. Oh, I appreciate it, Wayne. And try to comment when I have something to say. I appreciate it. Thank you. Sally says, no, you are not stopping the devotions. Allie says, I am listening, and you know who else is listening? God the Father. Don't ever stop. Thank you. That that brought tears to my eyes. Allie says, happy birthday. I told you I am a crier. Sally says, thank you, Allie. Yes, he is always listening. Yeah, I was just thinking about it because I was like, should I just read it for myself and that's enough? And because, you know, it's one thing to do a live, but for those who have made videos, it's so much more work. Because when you do a live, you just turn on the button and that's it. Or, you know, you can make something to your thumbnail. You can do your thumbnail for the video, or you don't have to. Like tonight, I didn't make thumbnail for my video, but I think the picture of my granddaughter and I is so precious that I feel that that's a good thumbnail in itself. But when I'm making these devotions every single day, it takes some work, you know. I am getting help from God. I'm getting help from ChatGPT. I'm getting my own thoughts into it, and it takes some time. It's just not boom, it's done, you know. Oh, thank you, Allie. You're so sweet. Allie says, I love you. You're so beautiful. Allie says, I think I just broke my love button. Oh. Sally says, if you have 3 people, that's 3 human beings. You can't say only 3 people. These are 3 people who love you, so don't ever say only. Yes, I will get better. Only. Sorry, big sister here. Yes, you are my big sister. Sally says, Allie, you've made my little sister cry. Are you a bully? It was a good cry, honestly. Sally says, LOL. Yeah, so it takes thought and consideration. It takes thought of what I'm going to use for my thumbnail. It takes thought about what I'm going to read. And now that my big sister has spoken, it takes me getting in my bathroom and putting makeup on. Yeah, because now I try not to show myself unless I have makeup on. Thank you, big sister. Are you concerned that the U.S. pay? Yeah, we're not talking about that in here. Thank you. Sally says no, because if you just read it for yourself, you won't do it. Yeah, that's true. I don't, I probably would start, but then I might not complete. You even said that. You didn't even said that if you didn't do this devotional for others, you wouldn't finish. That's it. Wayne says, Matthew 18:20, for where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there am I with them. Yes, and Sally was telling me that this week, Wayne. Sally says, stop whining. Daryl says, amen, Wayne. Sally says, thank you, Wayne. Very smart gentleman. Did you used to come on my live, Mr. Wayne? Yeah, Wayne. Did you? She goes on every morning, but you might not be up yet. It all depends on what time you wake up. If you're in Central Standard Time, she comes on at 6 in the morning. For her, it's 7. I don't think she realizes what time we have to get up to watch her, because we love her so much. The first place I actually saw Wayne was on Grandma Moore's. And then I seen him on mine. And then I see him on Colleen's. So I think he gets to where he can. Allie says, yay, Wayne. Sally says, did Yvonne still? Oh, yeah, I already read that. Allie says, I don't wear any makeup. I am too lazy. Yeah, I was too lazy, too. But then this mean big sister of mine, she's like, you really should try to touch up a little bit. And now I don't want people to see me without it. See, this is what happens. Sally says, why does your granddaughter always get to be in the picture? Why ain't I in the picture with you? Hey, that's my baby granddaughter, the love of my life. I know you're giving me a hard time, but if you only knew what we went through to get this girl into this world, you just... And she's still a mama's girl. I go over there, and now that mama's back, then she just wants mama. I'm lucky if she wants Nana. Sometimes I can get her to be with me. But when my daughter went for that few days, she was all about Nana, but didn't want her auntie at all. Wayne says, Sally, I caught most your Bible quiz the other night. Oh, see, you never know who's lurking, Sally. Sally says, LOL. Oh, thank you, Daryl, for deleting whatever it was. I'm not worried about what it was because I got my people here to get it out. Sally says, stop gabba-lacking and start reading your comments. Oh, shish. Sally says, you're getting behind in your comments. LOL. Dana says, I love makeup way too much. Oh, yeah. It was yesterday that we saw the video, and you said, no, I can't show myself. I don't got any makeup on. And then what did Sally say? Richard, Wolfie says, hello, prosperity and good success to you. Well, thank you. Ellie says, my little sister says the same thing. Sally says, you know what? I'm going to knock you out. Leave the chat. Sally says, sorry, I'm getting kind of cranky. Don't mess with my sister, whoever you are. Ellie says, I came over to my mom's house and she was watching your butt trivia. She meant Bible. Sally says, Clara loves me. Yes. Wayne says, what's this diamond art project a picture of? Oh. There it is. I have only just begun, Wayne. But that's it. Daryl says, I was going to say, Allie, we didn't have that kind of show. Oh, yeah. We didn't have that. You didn't have that kind of show. But it was good. Especially when Sally keeps popping you in the head. And then we all feel bad for you. You know, especially your little sister here. I felt very, very bad for you. Wayne says, that will be beautiful. Yes, I've only done just a little tiny bit. But I just started it today. You know, I have to do so much to get it prepared. I've done that much so far. But see, I put this. Oh, let me show you. I put that tape on the top and bottom. And then I had to separate, well, it all came in separate baggies, which I didn't have to cut because they were already cut. But these are square diamonds. Yes, square diamonds. And I have not tried the square diamonds yet, but it takes a lot of work because I have to put what each diamond is in each container. And as you see. So there is some work to getting it prepared, but then I can begin, and then I start losing sleep because I get so wrapped up into it and I want to do more and more and more. And oh, Wayne, I did these. I finished this. Oh, and Sally, guess what? I found some yellow. I'll have to start closing, not closing, but ending my live stream because I know people got things to do. But look, I found some yellow. So it might be a little off yellow, but it's still yellow. And I think it looks better than the pink. What do you think? Oh, hi, Ray. Ray says, hi, everyone. Allie says, oh, my gosh. Talk text is a riot. Yes, it is. Sally says, hi, Ray. Daryl says, hey, brother Ray. Wait. Now, if Ray is your brother, then Ray's my brother, too. Yay, we got a bigger family. And Ray says, hi, Sally. I sent you a text, Sally. Sally says, I had so much fun, Ray, chasing the sunset with you. I was telling them on my live about you driving, almost wrecking to get a picture. Oh, those pictures that I sent you, Sally, I almost got into a wreck myself. Ray says, hi, Daryl. Allie says, yes, Sally, that was funny. Ray says, hi, Yvonne. Wayne says, the Snoopy game. I think you meant gang, right? Allie says, yes, ma'am, looks great. Oh, thanks, Allie. But, yeah, I saw that yellow, and I'm like, since I had some yellow from doing this project, I'm like, let me just use the yellow from this. Oh, Ray, since you came on late, I just want to show you what diamond dot art I am going to be I'm just started working on. It looks like this. Just let me know if you can see it. Oh, I think you can. When I look at my Android phone, it looks better than when I'm trying to look at it on the other phone. Oops. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me in my live stream. And I'm going to figure out if I'm going to go live at all on Thursday, which is my birthday. I think DJ said I should do a celebration. And it's kind of awkward to celebrate myself. You know, I'm just not used to celebrating myself. Ray said, looks nice, Yvonne. Thanks, Ray. Ray says, Yvonne, I was thinking about your daily affirmations thumbnail. Oh, what were you thinking? It takes time for me to figure that all out every single night. Daryl says, happy birthday, sister. Thank you. Ellie says, love you all. See you all soon. Yes. And big sister, I need you to bother me when Allie goes on live stream if it's not when I'm working, because I always miss her live streams. Wait, not live streams. You do videos? Well, then I can just watch your videos. Okay. Ray says, how about a picture of yourself and granddaughter looking at the book? Just use that as a standard picture. Oh, well, that would be, yeah. I can think about that. Sally says, are you leaving? Oh, I can think about that, but also I'm wondering if, do you think that'll be enough to create curiosity? Because that's why I tend to do a different thumbnail every day, because I want to create that curiosity, and I don't know. Sally's, oh, she says, I can make that for you. Oh, can you? Any help would be good help. Got the brothers and sisters helping each other out. Oh, I also wanted to tell you. So, this bracelet right here, my sister Sally made for me. Can you see it? And then this bracelet, my daughter brought back for me from the Dominican Republic. And then this other lady from work, she gave this to me. And I said, oh, well, you're giving me this bracelet. We must be besties for life. And she's the housekeeper. She was the housekeeper on my floor. But now she's working on another floor. And I said, you give me the bracelet and then you take off. I thought you said we were besties for life. And she said, we are besties for life. I said, okay. So yeah, she gave me this one. And then I have this one and this one. So now I feel like I have to wear all three every day, which I love wearing it. So yes, that's a good idea, Ray. That is a good idea. How about a picture of yourself and granddaughter looking at the book? So, looking at the Bible, maybe, do you think one of the granddaughters, or all three of my grandkids, or all five of my grandkids? See, I'm just making this a bigger production than it really needs to be. Grace says, hi, Ray. Hi, Grace. Welcome. Grace Culbertson. Hi, Ray. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Oh, Sally says, send me a picture of the kiddos and I will make it into a thumbnail. Ray says, hi, Grace. So just send you a picture of the kiddos separately? Well, you just, message me and tell me what you need, and then I'll let you do that. It's all about me letting people do things. Sally says, Grace, please subscribe. My sister will be whining if nobody subscribed. Grace says, it's stormy here in Ohio like crazy. Oh, be careful, Grace. Be careful. Okay. Well, now I have gone 7 minutes over. So I want to be, I appreciate the time that you have spent with me. I appreciate all of you. And I hope you all have a wonderful, God-filled week. And until next time, love you guys. Bye.